Can I just come back when it hurts? Well, yes, you can come back when it hurts. But it's much smarter, it's much more of a better investment in your time, and it's actually more cost effective to get tune-ups periodically after one has been through their initial phase of care here. It's like this. Pretend your teeth are really crooked and your smile and this front part of your teeth right here, the actual middle, the goalpost, is over here. And you have braces on for 2 years, and your braces come off, and people are complimenting you. I didn't know you look so good without metal on your teeth. The old days, you remember this, braces. Here's a little something jog your memory. You have the braces, you get it off, you need to wear a retainer. If you don't wear a retainer, you can go back to braces again. So yes, you absolutely have the choice to let your spine, I don't mean to be harsh here, or maybe I do, because I care about you, to let your spine unravel and go back. See, the problem here is that people come in, they have pain. The pain many times usually does go away, and then they forget that they couldn't even bend down to pick up their grandkids, or they forget that they were sleeping 2 hours a night, or they forget that they came into my office the first couple of visits literally crying. And here's how it works. Here's the optimal health line right here. Say when you're born. Actually, when you're born, that's the most physically traumatic thing a person can go through. If you're born in the United States of America, usually or oftentimes, there's about 70 pounds of pulling force on the baby's head just to come out. Okay, so already you have that. Now, this is necessary. It's not barbarian by any means, but when the lady is on her back working against gravity, the doctor has to pull pretty hard. Sometimes this can be 70 pounds of pressure. If we went up to this is a cruel thing, but if we went to a third grader who's 70 pounds and lifted them up by their head, hello lawsuit, right? So this is extremely injurious to many babies' necks being born. Okay, and then by the time the kid is 5 years old, on average, they would ram their head first into the couch about 4 times before any given breakfast. And then over time, we're breathing polluted air, having fast food, these conveniences, physical, emotional stresses over time. You got elbowed when you're playing basketball, getting that rebound back in 6th grade. You forgot about that one, didn't you? And then car accidents. How many weeks worth, if you live in a suburban area, weeks worth literally of traffic jams have you lived in so far? And then car accidents and all these things, and finally we're in the pain zone. The pain zone. And by the time a person gets here, the problem had actually been brewing for 20, 30, 40 years many times. We need a good solid 90 to 180 days usually to get this spine to break down, heal back stronger and better than it has in a long, long time. And then the question comes, hey, we got to maintain this. And then the person says, can I just come in when it hurts? And I say, well, why would you want to do that? It's much smarter to come in once a week to maintain things. I get my spine checked every single week. I check my staff every week. I check my family members every week. Or every couple of weeks, that's pretty good. Every few weeks, 4 weeks is fine. When we get out beyond 4 weeks, usually for most people, this is flirting with disaster. Because as we go along in time, our spines are less resilient to these stressors, these things that break our spine down and cause this whole thing to ensue once again. So yes, you can wait until you're in the pain zone again, but there's a good chance that we might have to do all of these visits, a corrective program all over once again, just to get you back into good shape. It's much better, smarter, cost-effective to come in once every week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on what your needs are, depending on how well you are holding, not just how you feel, but how well you are holding. Structure dictates function. We need to be getting our spine checked regularly in order to make sure this stays good. Your spine, your body is a machine, and no machine stays good just on its own. That's why we need constant, regular tune-ups to maintain as close, as maximally healthy as we possibly can. And that's really what we're after.